Is the TCL Q7 the ultimate budget champion? Let's find out. TCL Q7 is a QLED TV that offers a bit of something for everyone, and that may be the issue with this TV. We've got a nice bright display that offers 144Hz at 4K for gamers, along with great looking body and a reliable operating system. The Q7 also brings advanced audio formats like DTS and Dolby via HDMI, and it delivers a brilliant visual experience with formats like Dolby Vision and HDR10+. And the TV also runs on user-friendly Google operating system. The Q7 specs sound great for the casual viewer to advanced gamer, so you might be wondering, where is the catch? Firstly, let's talk about the looks and the build quality. The TV looks nice. It's made of all plastic, even the feet, but the edges have a cool brushed metal that makes it look really fancy. I really like the slim, thin look. This was a must for me when it comes to picking my TV. Thin frame TVs will enhance the aesthetics of your living room. Their sleek and slim design can contribute to a more modern and sophisticated atmosphere. Let's talk inputs. We have 4 HDMI ports, with 2 of them being 2.1 bandwidth ports, one of which can support up to 144Hz at 4K or up to 240Hz at 1080p. All of that sounds great for gaming. And of course, sleek looks won't do it alone when it comes to TVs. It's all about what is inside. And one of the biggest strengths of the TCL Q7 for me is the operating system. The Q7 runs on Google's Google TV operating system version 11. It's easy to use, it's generally fast, and there are a lot of apps to choose from. My home automation is basically Google, so having a Google TV really made sense for me. And I do really like that there are a lot of diverse apps in the Google Play Store, and this allows me to bring my TV into my everyday life. You can even find apps from the Google Play Store from a computer and send apps to the TV. That's if you don't want to worry about typing with the remote controller. My take on the operating system is that it is generally pretty fast, but when you first turn on the TV, it does take a few seconds to get to the optimal speed. But mostly, it runs like butter. And this is probably why you're here. Let's talk about the display. Brightness wise, with the Q7, I feel that you won't have much of a problem. It is a bright display. And features like Dolby Vision and HDR10+ does really add to the experience. Beautiful performance when it comes to casual viewing and movies. But my issue with the display is that if you're watching a movie or a piece of content that you are familiar with, you may notice that the colors are not correct straight out of the box. I recommend finding some calibration settings that are more correct. I'll go ahead and share my settings here. Feel free to pause the video and apply them to your Q7. And while I'm just calibrating my screen here, let's talk more about the display of the Q7. If I had to choose my favorite display spec on the Q7, it would be the contrast. The contrast on the Q7 is really rich. And because of good contrast performance, all the colors and all the shadows look good, as if they have a good substance behind it. And that substance is the contrast level. So good job there, TCL. And with my experience, I'm also seeing good HDR performance. HDR technology allows you to see a broader spectrum of brightness levels and colors, so that you can see the lightest part of the image and the darkest of the image comfortably. And when it comes to the display, we have to talk about the viewing angle. The TCL Q7 may not be the TV for you if you have a wider seating arrangement. When you're not sitting right in front of the TV, the colors don't look amazing, and in fact the display seems to be a little faded when it comes to bright rooms. And I know in this section we're talking about the display and not the sound, but I feel like there's not much to talk about when it comes to sound. My take is that TCL Q7 needs external speakers, and a soundbar is a good option for that. And now we have a TV that's got a pretty good display performance as well as provide good sound. Now it's time for gaming. The TCL Q7 is a good gaming TV. It has VRR that works smoothly, supporting different refresh rates like 240, 144 or 120 Hz depending on the resolution. When you're gaming at 120 Hz, it's got very little input lag delay. Also, this TV is a solid choice when it comes to PS5 gaming because it can handle 4K at 120Hz along with support VRR. On your console, be sure to turn off performance or game default when it comes to your settings. That way you can experience 120Hz. And on the TV, if you set the Game Master to auto, the TV switches to game mode automatically when it detects your game console being turned on. Whether you're a casual gamer or an enthusiast, the TCL Q7 may be a really good gaming option for you. The Q7 comes with hands-free voice remote control that is also backlit, and that's a sensor backlighting. And honestly, the backlighting feature comes clutch in the evenings. Generally, I think the remote control is good. It is plastic, but I like the brushed look. We talked about the most specs on the TCL Q7. Now let's talk about who this TV might be for, and more specifically, would it be for you? Here's the thing, if you are on a tight budget, and if you want to aim at buying something less than $1,000 along with tick boxes like 120Hz native performance, bright display for areas with lots of daylight, and features like Dolby Vision or HDR10+, the TCL Q7 in that case may be the TV for you. And to be fair, even if your budget is above $1,000, and if those are the only features you're interested in, you can just go with this TV and save your money. However, if you're looking for a TV that has accurate colors straight out of the box, has a rich sound from onboard speakers, and has great viewing angles from all sides, the TCL Q7 may not be for you. So in simpler terms, the Q7 may be a great option for both console and PC gamers, along with those who want to casually watch movies with some bells and whistles but are not so sensitive about accurate colors straight out of the box. And then there are those who only want to use onboard sound and want to keep their setup minimal. Or there are those who are sensitive about enjoying accurate cinematography from movies. There also may be some of you that have a wider seating arrangement and want the viewing experience the same for everyone. And in that case, I think the Q7 may not be for you. So yeah, that was my take on the TCL Q7. It looks like with the performance, this TV will be my TV for a long time. That's it for me today. Thank you so much for watching. It's been a pleasure. I'll see you in the next video.